Have you ever pondered how the vast and diverse Indian Plateau came into existence? This geological marvel is more than just a high, flat expanse of land. It's a testament to the dynamic nature of our planet, shaped by forces operating over millions of years. Plateau formation, in general, is a fascinating process involving volcanic activity, erosion, and the uplifting of the Earth's crust. Now let's dive into the history of our planet to unravel the mystery of the Indian Plateau. Our journey begins about 200 million years ago, in the time of the supercontinent Pangaea. Picture a world vastly different from ours, a time when all the continents we know today were huddled together in a single massive landmass named Pangaea. But change, as it is often said, is the only constant, and so it was for Pangaea. Over the course of millions of years, this supercontinent underwent a colossal transformation. It began to crack, to split, to drift apart. This was the birth of our continents as we know them today, and amongst these newly formed landmasses was the Indian Plate. The Indian Plate, once a part of the southern hemisphere, embarked on a slow but determined journey northwards. This was no leisurely cruise. The plate was moving at a speed of about 15 centimeters per year, which may not sound like much, but in geological terms, it was zooming along. And it had a destination in mind, the Eurasian Plate. But why move towards another plate, you might wonder? Well, the dynamics of the Earth's crust is a complex dance of heat, pressure, and gravity. The Indian Plate was essentially following the pull of these forces, moving inexorably towards the collision that would reshape the face of our planet. This monumental journey of the Indian Plate set the stage for the formation of the Indian Plateau. Our story, however, is just beginning. Stay with us as we dive deeper into this fascinating tale of geological evolution. Fast forward to 50 million years ago, a colossal event was about to unfold. Picture two massive slabs of Earth's crust, the Indian and Eurasian plates, on a high-velocity collision course. The Indian Plate, on a mission, was rushing northwards, driven by the engine of continental drift. And there, waiting, was the Eurasian Plate, steadfast and unyielding. This wasn't a regular meeting of neighbors, it was a continental clash of titans. The impact was so powerful that it did something extraordinary. It thrust the land upwards, creating a massive bulge. This bulge, ladies and gentlemen, is what we know today as the Indian Plateau, a geological marvel, carved out of the Earth's crust by sheer force and time. But that's not all. The energy of this collision was so immense that it didn't just create a plateau, it pushed the crust even higher, giving rise to the world's tallest mountain range. This monumental collision gave birth to not just the Indian Plateau but also the mighty Himalayas. With the stage set, the Indian Plateau began to take its unique form. Post-collision, the plateau was subject to a symphony of geological processes. The heat and pressure from the collision caused the land to buckle and rise, creating the highlands and mountains that characterize the plateau. The story of the Indian Plateau's evolution, however, is not just about tectonic activity, it's also a tale of water and wind. Over time, the monsoon rains and the relentless flow of rivers like the Ganges, Brahmaputra, and Indus played an essential role. They carved valleys, formed floodplains, and etched out the plateau's distinctive topography. Erosion, too, was a key player. The wind and water wore down the rocks, smoothing out the rough edges and creating the gentle, rolling landscapes we associate with the plateau. Over millions of years, these processes sculpted the Indian Plateau into the landmass we see today. The Indian Plateau is not just a geographical feature, it's a testament to Earth's dynamic nature. This vast expanse, sculpted over millions of years, is a treasure trove of biodiversity. It cradles a myriad of ecosystems, from lush forests to arid deserts, each teeming with unique species that have adapted to these varied landscapes. Then, there's the wealth that lies beneath. The plateau is rich with mineral resources, a bounty that has shaped the economic and industrial trajectory of the region. Iron, bauxite, coal, and mica are but a few of the treasures that the plateau holds. Beyond its physical wealth, the plateau plays a pivotal role in shaping India's climate. Its elevation influences atmospheric patterns, bringing monsoon rains that replenish the land and sustain its billions. And so, the tale of the Indian Plateau serves as a fascinating chapter in our planet's geological saga.